What's going on, everybody? Sorry about the hiccup earlier. Uh, for some reason, YouTube wanted to do a update in the middle of my stream. But I'm back now, making it happen. Anyway, let me go ahead and start over what I was saying before. This video is going to be about the Rockets trying to continue with free agency. And as I was waiting for the update to finish, as I was waiting for this update to finish, I started looking at my news feed, and I saw some things that was kind of interesting. Wow. Well, if you haven't seen yourself yet, the Lakers are now in discussion with Clint Capella. Can't blame them. You know, it is what it is. You know, so it's going to happen. We might lose some people. So I can't blame them. And I can't blame him. Gotta get your money. You know what I'm saying? This is a very physical game. Might not happen for you. So once again, I do want to say apologize about that hiccup earlier. YouTube was doing an update and it cut my video off. Like I said, everybody knows YouTube acts stupid sometimes, so it is what it is. So, now, like I said, not YouTube, I'm sorry. I saw a report that the Lakers are now interested in talking to Clint Capella. Matter of fact, they are talking to him right now, as I saw. That's what I saw. I'm looking at it right now. Give me a few seconds. There you go. And the Rockets are interested in, since Trevor Ariza left, the Rockets are interested in Wilson Chandler from the Denver Nuggets. Lakers meeting with Clint Capella. The Rockets are interested in Wilson Chandler, who looks like a tall, lanky dude. And the Rockets will not give up on superstar free agent LeBron James. So, and as I was saying before, let me go ahead and get into the three ways that the Rockets can get LeBron James. Now, I know it's by a long shot. It might not happen. Me, like I said, personally, I don't want LeBron James. That's just me. I don't want it. Other people might, but I don't. So, with the Rockets signing Chris Paul to this $140 million contract, and Trevor Ariza leaving for Phoenix to get a $15 million contract, and then we just signed Gerald Green to a $2.4 million contract, I think it was, something like that. There are only a few ways that the Rockets can land LeBron James. Now, like I said, I'm not a fan of LeBron James coming to Houston. A lot of people are, and I'm not knocking it. Don't get me wrong. If he come, he come. I'm a Rockets fan through and through, and it is what it is. Now, the only way the Rockets gonna do it, the logical way, I guess you could say, is if the Rockets got to get under the salary cap. And that's going to be kind of hard with the contracts we got now. So we're going to have to initiate some signing trades, basically. So, excuse me. So that's going to be kind of hard to do, but it can be done. Now, the next way that the Rockets could probably do it Of course, I mentioned it before, and I'm saying it now. There's some signing trades. Of course, get Ryan Anderson to initiate a sign trade deal with Eric Gordon, because that's what the Rockets are trying to do to get LeBron James. Then also too, the third way is take a mid-level exception, which would be about $8 million, like I said. Nobody's going to take that. He's not going to, no, I ain't going to say nobody, but LeBron James is not going to take $8 million. That's a waste of his time. So let's just cut that out. So he didn't leave about $35 million with Cleveland to come play for the Rockets for $8 million. That's not going to happen. So we can forget about that. So, and then an offensive efficiency, the Rockets was ranked number 1, just slightly above Golden State. Slightly above Golden State. We was 114.6 points a game. Golden State was 114.5 points a game. So and Toronto was third with 114.4 points a game. So the Rockets don't really have a chance of getting him. Just be honest. Unless Daryl Morey can work some magic like he never worked it before. So it's not really going to happen. So let's just go ahead and get that out of our heads right now. It's not really going to happen. Because when he opted out, that messed up everything that the Rockets wanted to do. And like I said before, it has been reported that LeBron James don't like the city of Houston. Now, that was a report by a Cleveland reporter. So it could have been someone that's jealous, I guess you could say. I don't know. But it could have been someone that's jealous that he's going to leave. Or might leave. So, those are the 3 scenarios. If he just come and, take whatever we can offer him, or he just take a mid-level contract that, the veteran contract. But I doubt if he do that. Or or if the Rockets initiate a signing trade. I seriously doubt it. But that's the only way that the Rockets will get him. So that's the only way. So the most realistic way that the Rockets will get him is a sign trade. So perhaps the most realistic option for the Rockets is a sign trade to acquire LeBron James would be exactly executing where he will sign and then immediately get traded. Just like we did with Chris Paul. That's the only way. So other than that, no, I don't see it happening. So let me just go ahead and get off of that real quick. So I just thought I'd throw that out there. Those are the scenarios. Now, like I said, with Trevor Ariza leaving, that hurt. And then I'm looking at reports right now as we speak. The Lakers are meeting with Clint Capella. Right now. The Lakers just can't help themselves. They love Sanders. Now, I'm just reading what the report says right here. But the Lakers are interested in him. They're meeting with him. DeMarcus Cousins, JaVale McGee, and I cannot pronounce this guy's name. Ivica Zubac? I don't know. I might have said the man's name wrong, but whatever. Anyway, so since they didn't get what they wanted with Paul George, the Lakers are trying to do something else. Now, like I said before, it hurts, but you got to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? You got to do what you got to do. Make your money. Nothing's wrong with that. I just hate that he would leave, but if he leaves, just like Trevor Ariza, I hate it. But if he leaves, he leaves. You know, it is what it is. So, and like I said, the Rockets are interested in Wilson Chandler from the Denver Nuggets. I'm not too familiar with him, so I can't really say what I think might happen with him. You know, I can't really say how good of a player I think he is, because don't really know, be honest with you. But looking at pictures of the guy all tattooed up all like crazy, he got some long ass arms, he's pretty tall. Looking at this guy here. And with, like I said, with Trevor Ariza leaving, we gotta do something. So we'll see what happens. So, because we need somebody that small forward with the long, lanky arms and stuff like that. So, we'll see what happens. You know, and we don't need him to score a lot of points. We just need him to, you know, be efficient, I guess you could say. So, we don't need all that. But, I will say this here, though. With Daryl Morey extending the contract that nobody's talking about, I wonder why, of our head coach. I wonder why nobody's really talking about that. I don't know. But a head coach getting his extension. Mike D'Antoni, that is. I wonder why nobody's talking about that. But anyway, get off of that. Let me get off of that. The Rockets now is trying to keep the team chemistry together. It looks like we're finna start losing some pieces, so we gotta do something. Hopefully, Clint Capella do not sign. Hopefully, he likes it here and say, you know what? No, I'm gonna stay. Hopefully. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Anyway, with that being said, the Rockets and free agency. The Rockets are trying to make things happen now. They kept Chris Paul, got this huge contract with him. Now, it's up to us to try to see what can be done elsewhere. We was heavily pursuing Paul George. He decided to stay in Oklahoma. You know, not hating him for that. You do what you do. You know, I'm not hating you either. You're getting your money. 4 years, 100-something million, 130-something million, something like that. I forget exactly what the numbers was, but something like that. So can't knock the man for that. So we'll see what happens here. So now, with all that being said, though, as well too, I am going to go ahead and say this here. I am a little bit worried that the Rockets lost Trevor Ariza and could potentially lose Clint Capella as well. And I'm a little bit worried here. So, see where this goes, see what happens, and then run with it from there. That's all I can say. Hopefully that, you know, transpire into something good. We'll see. So far, I got the Rockets winning at least 55 games this year. But if we lose Clint Capella, I'm going to put that down to 50. It depends on who we get coming in. So, I'm saying 50 right now. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. But before I do, I am going to go ahead and say this here. Free agency just started today, July 1st. I know this is the first day of free agency. See what happens. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and chunk the deuce. This is your boy, Man Up. Go Rockets. Continue to make those good, smart moves. I holla.